Yeah. I'm back. You know, when you hear that voice, you know what's going on. I'm back with another episode, man. Of the favorite podcast, of your favorite podcast. Shit, even my favorite podcast. Although I listen to a lot of podcasts, this is definitely my favorite, and it's my own. This is Random Wisdom. I'm your host, Ashton, and we came to have a good show today, man. This show is definitely going to be a little bit shorter than others because seems as if I'm having audio issues. I'm kind of got like a radio type of sound to, uh, the vocals. I don't know what the hell is going on. I record the pod every single day the same way, in the same position, no diddy. And I don't know what the fuck is going on, but if you make it to the end of this, I appreciate it. And if you could withstand the audio issues that I'm hearing, I don't know if you're gonna hear these same issues as we record. I mean, see, as I put this out, but as I'm recording, I hear some weird radio sound and stuff. So I'm gonna try my best to make it through this and give y'all the greatest show possible. Um, and just thank y'all for listening, man. But shit, life is super great right now, man. I like I told y'all previous pods. I am an artist, so I'm gearing up to release some music this Friday. So you'll hear this on Wednesday, but if you hearing this Friday, I am putting out a new song with the brother Ali Elhart. And I thank him and his team so much for just being so gracious and so welcoming to me and what I have going on. But he is on the first single. That's off of my new album. I'm not gonna. Well, I put it out there actually, so I can share the name of the album with y'all. So it's off the album entitled Beverly. It's named after my mother, such a beautiful human being. Um, she's actually on the album in some type of way, but I'm not gonna tell y'all how. When you hear the album when it comes out on August 6th, which is her birthday, so I'm releasing this album on my mother's birthday. This is literally my gift to her. I'm cussing a lot on that, so I don't know if she gonna, really approve of that, but she will approve of me acknowledging her existence and immortalizing her on her birthday. So I can't wait. I know she's gonna be excited about that. And yeah, I'm releasing the album, man. But it feels as if lately, if you're connected with the higher power and if you're connected in a spiritual way, it feels like something is in the air. It feels like something is going on, like a shift is happening within the spirit. And I've been going through that, man. A lot of things that I've been manifesting have been coming to light. um, so I'm grateful to be in the moment. I don't have many, issues in life. I don't wish I could come here and tell y'all that I had some bad shit going on, cause I don't. But I really don't. So every pod you hear, um, and I say I'm having a beautiful time, I literally am, man. I don't let too much bother me. I don't let too much get to me. I'm a solutionist. So any problem that I have, I always try my best to figure out a solution for it. If it's something that's super unfortunate that I don't have a solution for, what I do is try to seek the wisdom from that. So but yeah, man, lately I just been working on this album, trying to get things in place to maximize the potentials of the music that I'm dropping, and just pushing further. I can't wait for people to hear the new music that I'm putting out. It's definitely a lot different from the music that I previously put out. I'm still doing a lot of the same things, um, rapping, singing, that I did on the previous projects, but this one is a bit more special because, like I said, it's named after my mother. So it's a very touching album. It's a very uh emotional album. It's a very it was a therapeutic album for me as well to make. So I'm grateful that it's about to come out real soon, So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to do the pods. Man, this I could definitely tell y'all this. Being a musician and being a podcaster is definitely a lot of work, but I try my best to be dedicated to both of them and give y'all, my listeners, my wisdom seekers, um, the best wisdom and best knowledge I can give them. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for listening. I appreciate, y'all just tuning in every Wednesday. It mean a lot. If you new here, I appreciate you coming. If you've been here, thank you for keep on coming back. And I hope y'all check out that album when it come out August 8th. But today, man, we got a great show. Like I say, I hope you could get through the audio issues. So if you still listening right now, going through these audio issues, I appreciate it. Um, but we got a great show, man. Today's show, I got one and like a quarter topic. Um, I guess you could say today's topic will be strictly about deprogramming and reprogramming. So we're gonna talk about deprogramming and reprogramming. Um, over the last few years, and like I said, every pot, y'all gonna hear me express a lot about a brother named Abe. Um, Abe is a friend of mine, whom actually I haven't talked to in about I want to say like 4 years. He lives in Austin. Um, we just lost contact. I don't know where he's at. I don't know what he's doing. Last time I checked, he was in Austin. Um, and he was a gentleman that helped me start my deprogramming journey. Um, if anybody who listens to this pod, if you can find Abe, or you know where he is, or you know where I could find him, um, I'd appreciate it because I definitely want to speak with the brother. I definitely want to connect with him and really just tell him thank you for helping me get on this deprogramming and reprogramming journey. So I'm gonna say maybe about 2015 is when I met Abe, and he basically put me on a deprogramming journey. I was so fucked up from um childhood, just you know thinking the way that I was taught to think and not really thinking for myself. And this continued. This continued all the way up until maybe shit few months ago, right? I mean, and you notice in life that you always have to deprogram from um things that you were taught, especially as a child, because you're so impressionable at that age. During those adolescent years, you kind of carry a lot of fucking BS with you throughout your life. And I wanted to um, get out of that BS, right? But I didn't know how. So my brother Abe came and gave me the knowledge. I don't know where he received the knowledge from. I don't know how he got to a space where he was seeking knowledge and but he gave me the knowledge. He recommended me tons of books to read, videos, told me about good vibrations, self accountability, the intention of let me say the power of intention, a ton of things that would help me navigate on this journey of life, right? And that was about a 25, 26 years old when I got that information. So as I got the information, it was hard at first to deprogram from a lot of the things that I presumed to be right, you got so much that you're taught. I come from an area in New Orleans where it was probably the poorest area. the lower ninth ward, and it was so much I learned in those years that gave me an outlook on life that I wasn't sure of, and that I wasn't aware that was damaging to me as a human being, right? So as I got that information, I started the process of deprogramming. I fought back on it. I fought a lot on it, but I started deprogramming. One of the things that that I really started to deprogram from was negative speaking of self. To say those things like, damn, I just can't get a break. Damn, I must have the worst luck in the world. Or damn, man, this shit suck. Fuck, why it had to be me? Shit like that, right? Um, and deprogramming from that took some time, because you're taught that, you're taught about uh you got lucky, or you know, to dwell on things, and to not think in a positive light about certain things, um so I had to change my entire thinking pattern. Instead of saying, damn, uh I got the worst luck in the world, I say, damn, okay, this is working this way because I need to get this result. um Damn, this is working this way because I didn't have this tool in my toolbox to navigate through this obstacle. So it's mainly to taking self accountability, but also speaking positive thoughts on yourself, right? So if you continuously say, uh you know I'm having a bad day, you're going to have a bad day because you're dwelling in a bad day. If it's 10 a.m. in the morning and something bad happens that you can't fix, um, at 5 o'clock, that shouldn't be the determinant of your day, right? That's just one bad thing that occurred at that particular time. Now, some things may last you throughout the entire day, but at the end of the day got to end. Shout out to Big Glow for that. But at the end of the day, you gotta uh evaluate that day and learn from that day and not dwell on it being the day that you didn't desire. Um, if you having a bad day at 10 o'clock in the morning, that's odd. The day hasn't even got into his day, you know? Um, so I had to change my thinking pattern and deprogram. And on a journey of deprogramming, um, all types of portals may open up that you don't quite understand at the time. As you're deprogramming, you're going to encounter people who haven't deprogrammed, or people who have, and then you're going to get pushback from those who haven't because you're going on a new journey. So as you embark on your deprogramming journey, you must be aware that you're going to encounter people who ain't deprogrammed. These motherfuckers ain't deprogrammed. They don't even know what deprogramming is. I look at television. That's why it's called programming. Because it programs you to flick through channels, find something to watch, and so forth and so on. Just the same exact thing over, right? So I look at streaming as kind of a way of getting rid of deprogramming. Uh, Streaming is actually a way from getting rid of deprogramming, because what you're doing now, of course, there's things that are suggested to you based off of an algorithm, but really you have the power to choose your programming. You have a power to choose what happens in front of your eyes. Um, you have the power to choose what you see, what you hear. So you have the ability to deprogram, and nothing is force fed to you out of someone else's pot, right? So deprogramming is super important. There's so many things that we've learned in life, that we carry on with, and it's damaging us, right? Um, so many things. I mean, religion, uh, school, um, uh, relationships. It's so many things that we learn. You know, uh, that we must do the proper research on, and find a way to redirect our minds to what works for us, right? Because everything that you're taught by an adult is something that did or did not work for them, or something that did is based off of their experience, right? So I try my best to now go into the world and not base everything off of my experience, because we're all individuals and we have totally different experiences, right? So that's part of my deprogramming. Another part of my deprogramming came with uh church, religion. Um I grew up Christian, uh Islam and so forth and so on, and I was taught different things about different entities, God, Jesus, Muhammad, and so forth and so on. And I had to get to a space in life where I deprogram myself from those teachings and use my own knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to redirect myself into a better path that works for me. I think my parents did such a beautiful job at raising me. Um, and I think that, honestly, be truthful with you, religion had nothing to do with it. If I would have stayed on religion, uh God this and God that, go to church this Wednesday, go to church Sunday, go to revival, that didn't work for me. And for the people who it does work for, kudos to you. um I'm glad you found something that could keep you positive and keep you in a positive loop. But church and religion, that shit just didn't work for me. I needed something that was more hands-on, more accountable. My thing was, as I got on my deprogramming journey, I realized that um, church, religion, has programmed a lot of people to make decisions based off of trying to go to heaven, right? It's not off of trying to be a decent human being or be a great person. They're literally making a decision of trying to go to heaven. Um, they they just, it's really a brainwashing. And I had to dry my brain off. My brain was washed enough, so I had to figure out a way to dry my brain off. And it started kind of with religion. I absolutely have no religion at this point. I'm not against people who do. I do have questions about religion. I have no opinions on your religion, but I do have questions based off of the information that I was given about religion. I feel like religion is kind of stoic wisdom. It's not to be taken in the literal sense. Um, all of this stuff is kind of based off Romans anyway. So when you look at the Marcus Aurelius, Napoleons, and a ton of others who were Stoic philosophers back in the day, to me, the Bible strikes me as just another piece of Stoic philosophy. And I use it for such, because it's beneficial. I love Stoic wisdom. Like I say, Marcus Aurelius. Most people wouldn't even know who Marcus Aurelius is, but I know Marcus Aurelius. So I don't know him, like know him. I ain't meet that nigga, you know what I'm saying? But I know of his work. I've read Meditations, you know. Um, so I'm aware of Stoic wisdom, but for me to get to this place, I had to deprogram my brain, my mind, my spirit, my soul to think outside of what society taught me, right? Think outside of what my parents had taught me. Um, and going on this deprogramming journey, like I said, it's going to be people that's not deprogrammed. So when you start to say certain things and speak certain ways, um, they're not going to like it, because you're going against the usual. You're going against the norm. You're going against the status quo to be who you want to be. And you must deprogram. On the journey as well, you must reprogram, and learn some new thoughts as well, right? So as you reprogram, you must pick up some great habits along the way. You must pick up some great knowledge along the way. Once you deprogram, you now have to reprogram, because like anything, once you get rid of something, you're empty. Now you have to regain a new set of knowledge, a new set of ways, a new set of habits. And it could be quite frustrating on the journey, because now you're rebuilding yourself. Um, it could be tumultuous. It can be very fearful, for an individual to rebuild themselves, especially getting rid of old knowledge that they've heard from family members, co-workers, you name it, just along the way, television, music, um, and it could be difficult, but you have to pick up greater habits along the way to justify your deprogramming. Um, so one of the things that I did once I got rid of religion, I still studied um different forms of religion. I still meditate. I still study Confucius. I still study Stoic wisdom. Um, I even um I even study different forms of religion. Like right now, what keeps me guiding and keeps me going is I guess you could say a branch off of the Nation of Islam that a brother created named um Clarence 13 Next, which is the 5% Nation. Um, I'm not a 5%er, but I love the knowledge and wisdom and understanding that they've bestowed within my community to blossom black brothers. And I always study daily mathematics. Um, I always know what's going on and keep myself grounded so that I can be a great human being, just in a crazy world, right? So, I mean, I'll tell you today. So today's mathematics is knowledge, cipher, all being born to knowledge, right? So daily mathematics, it's a set of numbers that are all rooted in words, right? So this is the daily mathematics. It's 1 through 9, and once you get to double digits, it's just a reoccurrence of every number that you said. So, um, number 1 is knowledge. Number 2 is wisdom. Number 3 is understanding. Number 4 is culture and freedom. Number 5 is power and refinement. Number 7 is God. Number 8 is build and destroy. Number 9 is born. And then those just basically repeat afterwards, right? But I'm always conscious of what day it is or what the date is, right? I don't care if it's Wednesday or Tuesday or nothing like that. Like, but I'm always conscious of the number, because I know on those days where I'm supposed to be within my journey and what I'm supposed to connect with on those days, right? So I'm always aware, but reprogramming myself to have discipline, right? And all this kind of is rooted within discipline. So you can't be within the deprogramming and reprogramming world without discipline. Discipline is an important factor in this entire journey, right? So as you go on this journey of deprogramming, reprogramming, you must have discipline. Discipline is super important. Discipline is knowing what to do, what not to do, what how to do, and what, you know, what ways to do those things in. And I try my best to stay disciplined in all ways, whether that's in my relationship, whether that's in my studies, whether that's in my finances, um, my my hygiene. I do my best to stay disciplined because discipline is one of the ways that you can definitely advance on your reprogramming journey. Um, yeah, so you know, as you go out there and start to get on your journey of reprogramming, deprogramming, seek discipline as well. Um, do everything in a divine manner, in a divine order. Have a routine. Um, because all of those things are going to get you to the space that you want to be when you start to deprogram. We must deprogram from a lot of things that we learn. Whatever it is that you've learned, in your life that you're not comfortable with, or that you want to fix, or that you feel is been detrimental to your growth. Try to deprogram yourself, man. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. People are gonna laugh, people gonna make fun, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You gotta deprogram yourself and not worry about what's going on the outside, right? So that's today's topic. Um, like I said, this episode is going to be a lot shorter because I'm having these weird ass audio issues. I don't know what's going on. I record this shit the same every single day, every single time I record an episode. So I don't know what's happening. But if you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it. You're a real listener, and I I appreciate it for sure. So today what we are getting into is the moral of the story. I kind of like to twist these up on y'all because you'll think the moral of the story has something to do with the topic, but sometimes it doesn't. And today is one of those days. So today is today's moral of the story is Dr. Umar videos. If you've been on the internet for the last 5 years, you've definitely came across Dr. Umar's videos. Dr. Umar is he's a doctor from Philadelphia. I can't think of his title, and that sucks that I can't. But he deals with kids. He deals with I think the psyche of like young kids, and he has a school, the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. I think I'm saying that right. I definitely want to donate to the brother some money and some time if it's anything I could do to help young black men blossom through this journey of America. I'm definitely willing and able to do that, so I want to do that. But Dr. Umar is a pretty interesting guy. If you ever seen some of Dr. Umar videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I know it's phrases that come to your head as soon as you hear Dr. Umar. Soon as you hear Dr. Umar's name, the first thing you probably may think of is uh, Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never. Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never. Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never. And I only repeated that because that's how Dr. Umar do it. I wouldn't dare disrespect him and say some shit one time. He like the Mike Jones of that shit, right? He like Mike Jones on that. He say shit multiple times. Uh, young brothers, we must stay focused. We must stay focused. Dr. Umar got so many sayings, man, so much shit that I don't even want to try to go down a wormhole or repeating all this shit. But if you ever have a chance, if you're not aware who Dr. Umar is, please go on TikTok, Instagram, any social media that you can find, YouTube, anywhere. Dr. Umar is any and everywhere. And outside of Dr. Umar's humor and character on in that, he's a very intelligent brother. And he's really trying to do great things within the community for Black people. He's really engaged in trying to um, catapult Black people into a different space, different thinking space, financial space, mental space. So he's really a brother that I admire. I admire his work. Um, I really agree with everything that Dr. Umar said, except for one issue. He says that we shouldn't say the N word as Black people. But I don't think we should just give it away like that, right? He says that we should it should be outcast. The only people that have legislation to outcast things is the government. And legislation comes from, that field. So if we take the word nigga and put it into their hands, then they can use it and weaponize it on us however they may please. So I don't want to get rid of the word. I think we should take the word and do as we please with it, and use it the way we want to, because once you say you want to get rid of the word, we're really talking about freedom of speech. I'm honestly not concerned about white people calling me a nigga. I mean, that shit doesn't affect my soul at all. It really shows the ignorance and inferiority complex that they have if they decide to call me that. So I really don't give a fuck about the word. I think we have greater issues than that word. But I think that word has caused great harm and issues to Black Americans and Blacks all around the world. But I think that's something that we should take control of. That should be our word. It's the power that we have. We can get people fired from using that word. Um, we can take away a lot of shit from people from any race by them using that word unjust, right? Using that word in a way where is harmful to Black people. There's no way you can use that word if you're a person of a different ethnicity than Black or a different race than Black, and not be using it in a harmful way. So I want to keep the word. I don't see that issue with people. If we give that word up, they will use it to harm us. They will use it to harm us. We cannot be so willing to give up that word. But outside of that, man, I love what Dr. Umar stands for. I support him. He's a Black man trying to do what he can to um change the course of the Black race, and I appreciate it. He's a funny guy also, but he's not funny as in like making jokes. He's really funny because he's charismatic, he has charisma, and he's really talking to a demographic that understands his humor, right? So if you ever have a chance, man, and you don't know who Dr. Umar is, definitely check out Dr. Umar videos, man. He's a very entertaining but well educated man who has great ideas and great philosophy on how to get these kids. And also, he's a doctor. So, check out Dr. Umar and his Pan African movement. And, if you got a chance, if he in your city, go to an event or something, check out his words, man. He's a great dude with a great message. Um, that's our moral of the story today. So, moving forward, um, with the last segment, which is random wisdom. Couple pods ago, I spoke on the Cash Money reunion, that will be taking place at the Essence Festival in New Orleans. That festival took place, right? It was a great turnout. It rained a lot, so it was very difficult for people to maneuver and get around. Um, at one point, at one of the shows, Busta Rhymes cursed the crowd out. Um, it was kind of empty in there, and it was due to the rain. At least that's what I hear on social media. Now I know my people in New Orleans. I know how they get down. They're the bigger stars. at any place they go to, so they do arrive late. But yeah, they didn't turn out as well for Busta Rhymes, and Busta Rhymes felt some type of way about it, and he cussed the crowd out. So that was crazy, but overall it was a great turnout. I mean, Usher was there, Janet Jackson, Key Sweat, tons of people, man. Cash Money, they honor Cash Money. The same weekend they actually got a street named after him. That was pretty cool, the street that they grew up on. So I'm really proud of that. Some people had things to say about it, but to see black men, the most successful black men in this city. Let me add that the most successful black men in this city got a street named after them, regardless of how people feel about it. I just rather my street not be named after a colonizer. I'd rather be named after a black person, honestly. But yeah, man, they had a great turnout at Essence. They got, like I said, they got the street named after them, and it was a beautiful moment. Now it was supposed to be, to our knowledge, as the general public, a Hot Boys reunion. But for some reason that didn't happen. It was separate. BG and Juvenile came out together. They did a few songs. Um, excuse me. They did a few songs. And Wayne came out and did a solo set, and Turk wasn't in the building. Let me be clear at what I'm about to say. Regardless of what happened with Turk, BG, Baby, there is no Hot Boys without Turk. We're not showing up to the concerts if there's no Turk. We like every Hot Boy. Um, Whatever y'all got going on, I don't think it's nothing where somebody died or somebody fucked over somebody, and where there's no coming back from it. I just say, look, catch a fade, catch that fade, shake hands, and let's perform I Need a Hot Girl. It's no point in us beefing over something. It's bigger than the issue. This reunion for the city is bigger than the issue. We must put these petty issues to the side and just be men and settle our differences, man. And let's get this paper. Let's get this paper. I really don't believe it's nothing. I mean, if it was war and somebody died, I could understand. If it was somebody fucked your wife or did something to your child, or he got a weird case, why is he still around? Type of situation. If it was something like that, hey, look, I understand, right? But it's not that. It's just some disagreement that they have. At least to the public, that's what we know, right? Juvenile did have Donna Fest, and he let Turk perform. I ain't gonna say let Turk perform. Him and Turk perform, and it was a beautiful showing. People love Turk. We love Turk. We don't love the Hot Boys separate. We love them just as equal. We enjoy the Hot Boys as the Hot Boys. The Hot Boys is not the Hot Boys without Turk. The Hot Boys is not the Hot Boys without Wayne, without Juvenile, without BG. Shit, Rest in peace, Lil Derek. He was like the unofficial fifth Hot Boy. You know what I'm saying? But the Hot Boys is not the Hot Boys without all four of them together on the stage, right? So I wish they could get it together and figure it out, man, because there's so much money to be made. They had one of the greatest tours of all time with Rough Riders, man. It was a ton of years as a child. We would go to Teen Summit and we would see them perform, and it just made our day. They coming out the big ass Rolex, baby on Q93 saying, we got 30 Rolls Royces parked outside. We got a helicopter out there. Ziggy the Big Guns Wiggle out there. He talking, When you got there, it wasn't 30 Rolls Royces. It probably was like two. But, it was all for promotion, and we loved it, I'm still waiting on baby to, set up the platinum football field. But none of that is possible without all the hot boys together, man. We love Cash Money. We love Cash Money. And we want to see all of Cash Money be together. We want to see all of Cash Money be together. The Hot Boys is not the Hot Boys without Turk. And we have to stress that. We have to stress that the Hot Boys is not the Hot Boys without Turk. Turk is an integral part in the Hot Boys. And we want to see Turk there when the reunion is going on. I think they still have a chance to redeem themselves from the debacle at Essence. And we're gonna come out and support it, but we want to see Turk. Straight up, we want to see Turk. If Turk ain't gonna be there, we ain't coming. You can wrap it up. We waited almost 15 years for BG to get out of jail, and we thinking this is it. Like we're going to get that reunion, and then we hit another fucking hiccup. We don't want that as fans. And I'm not saying this as a street nigga or a fucking journalist or a fucking podcaster. I'm saying this as a fan. I like them hot. The ones that don't tell me to stop, eat, come, swallow the dick, and they know when to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here for that. Is him in love? Would it be the thug that I be? Is him in love? Well, hey, Turk got some of the best verses on all of these songs. I just recently seen an interview where BG said he liked the LaToya Luckett of the group. Man, that's disrespectful. You know how the internet feels about LaToya Luckett, right? But I think everybody is valuable. I think Michelle valuable. I think LaToya valuable. I think the other girls that left. Destiny Child is not Destiny's Child because of Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle. It's Destiny's Child because of all the people who contributed to it. And whether you like it or not, it is what it is. So, I hope that they rectify things because this is a big thing, a huge thing for the city that can put us in a new trajectory, man. We need it. We got Rifle 9 popping right now. What how amazing would it be if Rifle 9 opens up for the Hot Boys? This is 30 years of New Orleans hip hop. If Rifle 9 opened up for the Hot Boys, right? Man, that'd be amazing. So, Baby, Slim, Wayne, Juvie, BG, Turk, let's figure it out, man. Put on for the city, man. We need y'all. Like we need y'all. We need to figure this out. And at some point, I don't know what the issue is. I hope it's not bigger than hip hop, but Cash Money and No Limit need to do something together at some point, man. We need to come together. I just seen what Kendrick did at the pop out and had all the gangs on stage. There's people that died. There's blood on people's hands, and they rectified that and said, you know what? Tonight we gonna pop out and we gonna show niggas unity. Let's pop out and show niggas unity in the city of New Orleans, man. Let's do that. Do it for the city. Do it for us. Even if y'all gotta not talk after that, do it for us. It's just gonna be 2 hours of amazing fun. And after that, y'all get y'all bag and go home and do whatever y'all do. But do it for the city, man. We want it. We waiting for it. We waited for it for a long time. So get the people what they want, man. Get that bag and you know, let's all sing along to these fucking songs, man. There's so much music that we can sing along to, man. So don't deprive us of that, man. Cash Money forever. You heard? Big Chief toilet paper. You feel me? Shout out Ziggy the Big Guns Wiggler, man. But yeah, man, that's it. So that's been an episode, man. I am grateful to be here with y'all, man. I love to come each and every week and just share my thoughts and y'all tune in with me. So I appreciate it. Like I said, every show. If you just waking up, I hope you have a great day. If you just making it inside, your day is just ending, I hope you had a great day. I hope you having a great day if you just hearing this and you at work or whatever you're doing. I pray that God gives you every single thing that you pray for. I hope you receive every single blessing that you ever asked for. That's been another episode of Random Wisdom. I'm your host, Ashton, and fuck it. I'm out.